Hi guys, my name is
First contestant, let us welcome Ms. Joingo C. Swen from Nibo Industries, Run Berhad.
Hi guys, my name is Jowin and I'm the COO and CIO of Nibo Industry and Sdn Bhd. So basically this company is a bit complex. We have two divisions, which is automation and food and beverage. Today we're going to focus on food and beverage. It is snack company as usual, but we are aiming to be beyond that. So we sell jellies and pudding, that's our main product. The reason I joined Stay Aspire program is because I found this online, so basically on social media, and I find it is what we need right now. We want to scale our business, therefore export is the best plan to scale the business. This is the reason we joined. Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? Okay, so before I start, I would like to warm this crowd a bit. How are you guys feeling? If you guys feeling 10 over 10, give me a 10. If you are feeling okay, give me a 5. So how are you guys feeling today? Okay, I see a lot of 10. So let me start my presentation today. I'm Jowin, and I'm going to give you a quick facts about this company. This company founded in 2004 with two different divisions, which is automation and F&B. With two divisions itself, we had achieved 9 million of turnover in 2022. Fortunately, it's 40% of growth. But what's the problem here? And why am I here today? It's because despite we achieved 9 million of turnover, but our export only accumulated for 9% of our turnover, despite we do have 60%, 62% of the growth, but it's not enough. Therefore, my commitment to this is really find out who are the elite to be part of this export. So out of 25 of employees, we have 4 of our elite individuals, which had been chosen. We commit to have 2 analysts because research is very important, and with 1 handler and 1 a deal breaker myself. So I'm going to deal with the export strategy and tell you guys how we're going to export today. Before that, I'm going to show you guys this is our product. We are very ordinary, which I always call myself ordinary beyond snack. Why I would say ordinary? Because we sell jelly and pudding. It's really a nostalgic snack that you ate it during your childhood. And nowadays, people tend to forget what is jelly and pudding. Therefore, in that sense, we have 3 of different brands to accommodate for 3 different target audience. The first brand is Dade, the iconic one that you used to eat during your childhood. The second one is an healthier alternative, yogurt. It's a yogurt flavored food pudding that we are the first one in Malaysia. And the third one is the one that people don't recognize, perhaps it's our top selling, which is Kid Joyce. Why I call it innovative? Because now you no longer have to dirty your hand, you just have to put a straw onto the jelly and just have it. With 3 of this brand, we really take pride with our texture. We take pride in our R&D, we make it smoother and silkier. And with these 3 brands, we are able to have the flexibility to actually configure it into different sizes for different markets. Therefore, this is our brands that we plan to export, and our core product is still jelly and pudding. Next, since our product is ready, how about our trustability? We have a proven track of record. We at least, at a minimum, sell 1.4 million units annually across the whole Malaysia domestically. You can find us in Maidin, EconSafe, Segi Fresh, even Mr. DIY. They are growing soon, so we are there. And at the same time, we have a very reputable manufacturer who had been 13 years of experience, have worked with us since start, and they are ready for export because based on our quality assured, I think we are more than enough. Especially we had actually owned an ISO qualification yet. At the same time, now let me show you the key part of this presentation is how we're going to export our product. If you can look at it right, we don't want to go like traditionally that see that this market size is big, we go there. We want to see synergy in our product, in our export strategy. How? We want to target the ASEAN first. Because ASEAN has the FTA agreement, it's actually more cost saving for both parties to be that. And since now we are already in Brunei and Philippines, despite they only have 9% of our total revenue. We want to scale it to Singapore and Vietnam as a replication strategy because we believe that Brunei and Singapore share the same economic structure, and Vietnam, we used to be there before, and now we want to be there again. So by doing this, we see that our revenue will reach until 2.5 million for export itself with only an investment of 125K. And to further from that, we look into Cambodia and Laos. This is our exploration strategy. It's because we find that Cambodia and Laos is actually very complicated to be there. Therefore, we put in our second phase, and by doing so, 6 countries, if we are in there, we forecasted our sales will reach 6.5 million itself. And with this 6 countries, which means 6 out of 11 of ASEAN countries, we were able to cover at least 50% of our market share among the ASEAN regions. And for that, from 9% in total, as we grow, we foresee that our proportion of our total revenue from export and domestic will be 40 towards 60. Next, I'm going to show you how and why. So why these 4 countries is because they have trust in Malaysia product, in Malaysia snacks. Second, they have similar taste palettes as us do. Third is because they are growing in terms of macro environment and GDP. You'll be surprising to see that Laos actually has the highest GDP per capita growth among the ASEAN. And how are we going to do that? Of course, first, reach out. Reach out through trade visit and cross-border e-commerce. Me, myself, I really look forward for cross-border e-commerce because I find that if it's only local e-commerce, that's not enough to move forward. So cross-border e-commerce allow us to actually reach out to the market 24/7. As long as we have a people there, we will able to do it. And second is finding the right partner that really commits to build the brand together. Last but not least, this is our financial capabilities. I consider we are very strong. Internally, we have 2.9 million of net assets, 3.3 million of liquid assets, and at least 30% of gross profit margin across the 5 years. And for external resources, I'm also sadly to say, we have 1.7 million that is unutilized borrowings from bank and at the same time competitive trade records. So with this of resources, how we're going to allocate during our export strategy plan is that on phase 1, we will have 125K, which is 21% of our OPEX to be invest into export strategy. And phase 2, we will have more, 79%. And out of this total 100%, we're going to heavily invest on advertising because we believe that to be an ASEAN regional brand, you really need to invest on your advertising. Just like what Julie had said before, branding is a commitment. It's a long way, therefore we are there. That's it from me today.
Thank you very much, Ms. Join, for an excellent presentation. And let us hear the questions from the judges.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning, Joan.
Good morning.
And congratulations on being here on the stage. And it was a very confident and a very good presentation that you gave this morning. So big congratulations for you for being first on stage. To be honest, these are very nostalgic products, you know, the jellies and yogurts and stuff. So they're very much, I can see the branding is very well done. And, you know, the pictures are very nice. The little children logos are also very cute. So I think you have a very strong product here that you can go to, you know, overseas market with. And I can see you have a very, you know, an understanding on where you want to be and where you need to invest. You know, saying about, you know, your marketing aspect is a very key component for you to have sort of sustainable growth. Yep. I don't really have any questions to say just at the moment. Maybe I'll let the others have some questions and maybe we can circle back. But I just want to say congratulations, and I think that was a really good presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Tangku.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning, Join.
Good morning.
Again, good presentation.
Thank you.
And I believe that you have conducted or have done a lot of research, a lot of studies about the market potentials out there. Good thing that you also identify another streams of revenue in addition to the conventional way of exporting, which is through, probably face-to-face kind of engagement with potential buyers, but you also have identified cross-border e-commerce. Yeah, so because this is the in thing now, it's not only because of the past 2.5 years or 3 years, the COVID-19 and the pandemic, but even before, prior to that, e-commerce has been seen as another growth area for promoting products and services. So again, it's a good thing that you also choose this way, because for us, I'm representing Matrade, we do have our own iconic programs for e-commerce, and I believe that you can leverage on our platform, our programs. So we have 2 cross-border e-commerce programs, and this is where we encourage the micro, small and medium enterprises to promote their products. So I believe this is another growth trajectory for your business. That's one. Second thing is that it's good also you have chosen ASEAN first. Again, as what you rightly pointed out, that ASEAN is closer to us, a lot of proximities with Malaysia. I think it's good because talking about Philippines, I believe that you can grow bigger in the Philippines, because Philippines with more than 100 million population.
Yes.
I believe that's a good market that you choose first, beside Brunei. But there are many other ASEAN countries that you can explore, as what you explained just now. So we are excited. We can see the real potential of your products to be, making inroads into ASEAN market. And through our trade officers in these ASEAN countries, they can help you further.
Actually, I would like to thank Matrade, because last Friday, Matrade Manila actually connected Matrade Malaysia to have a virtual call with Philippines.
That's good.
So we actually have a virtual call with them, which I'm flying to Thailand for Thai Facts later, and to actually meet the potential client to see what we can do and really scale Philippines.
That's good. I think it's good to have that virtual engagement first before you decide that you should go to the market.
Yeah.
But of course, nothing beat the face-to-face kind of engagement. You can meet up your potential buyers and importers there. Another thing I want to emphasize here when you mention about your marketing, because marketing is very important. Yes. Again, 90% of your expenditure probably will be focused on that. Marketing, yes, important, but at the same time, you need to look into further. But in terms of the peculiarities of the market, because for example, just to cite some example about my own experience in the Philippines, because Philippines is a country where they have the tax structure is quite complex. So you have to study that structure, so that when you come up with your pricing, then it will already take into account all the costs. Sometimes it's hidden costs. So I think it's very important to engage with your buyers, potential buyers or importers, to look into these regulatory requirements in any particular market that you want to go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
True. Yeah? Thank you so much.
Right, thank you.
Well done, Joeen. I mean, you have a very good packaging in terms of your product itself there. I can see that you have a good export plan as well. Congratulations. I just would like to perhaps get a bit of clarification, as you mentioned just now that most of your budget that you allocated just now, 105K on export strategy, as well as most of the 520K on marketing. Yeah. As you know, when you go for export market, you need to ramp up your production capacity. Yeah. because once the buyers wants to have your product, you must sustain it. Yeah, quality is one thing, but sustainability is one thing. Perhaps you can share how you look into your production capacity. And one more thing regarding about digitalization, I hope you have a very good, friendly website, social media as well, because nowadays, for you to get more, so-called demand, right, is through that digitalization. Thank you. Well done.
Okay. Thank you for your question. So for the first one is production capacity, right? How are we going to scale? Because I have no putting any budgets for that. It's because we are ready for production capacity. Our strategic alliance had been exporting to big countries like China, India, and USA. Therefore, for us to really scale in ASEAN, it's really nothing. So our production capacity is already ready. For digitalizations, I do agree that that is important, which I am actually doing now. First, during the pandemic, we are being forced to digitalize. So what I did is I straight away start up with social media. That's where I start. And then website. But website, we are not done yet because we are going through a rebranding process. Because like you guys say, you guys have these snacks, but you don't know who is it. Even what brand is it, you don't know. That's why we are doing rebranding. But our digitalization doesn't just stop on websites, social media platform. Our digitalizations also start inside the operation itself. Because I believe if your operation is efficient, you would able to come up with the margin. Therefore, system like Salesforce automation and even our accounting system, we are getting an update. So therefore, that's my answer.
Ms. Joy, just one small question.
Yes.
You have identified the ASEAN markets.
Yeah.
Beyond that, have you thought of any other market? Because I think snack product could be sold everywhere. No?
Yeah, I do understand that, but because this is just a 5 years plan, that's why we plan to go ASEAN first. I understand Europe, USA even have a bigger market size. But like I say, I don't want to just go there for a market size. I really aim for the synergies that we can achieve as an ASEAN country. Because once you are an ASEAN brand and you go forward to other continent, you can go forward as ASEAN. So for example, I would say brand synergies. If we would have signed a global ambassador and just for Malaysia itself, it's not worth. And then we can't sign all over the continent also, they have restriction. So if we would have signed a global ambassador for ASEAN itself, we could share the cost evenly. Cost synergy, brand synergy itself that we can achieve. I hope it answers your question. Thank you, Ms. Wan.
Sorry, just one question from me. What a great presentation, Joey, and thank you. I enjoyed learning about your product. I just wondered, to, say for example, Singapore, to health-conscious moms, how would you defend your product? An example would be, a pitch could be, everybody likes a break, or everybody wants a treat sometimes. Your thoughts on this?
Okay, so for that, right, we actually identify our 3 target audience. That's why you say, when I present, I have 3 different brands. The iconic one, the healthier alternative. So we do identify that our target audience do have health-conscious mom, but to be fair with you, how can a snack that is delicious and healthy at the same time? It's very tough. Therefore, we really comes out with an healthier alternative. I wouldn't pitch you that our snack is really, really, really healthy, but I can say that in terms of our ingredients, we actually already start to reduce sugar. Because we also foresee that in future, sugar tax will be a very crucial thing that we manufacturers really have to look into, especially Philippines. They already have tax sugars. So for that, this is what we are doing. I hope it answered you. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Ms. Join, and thank you, fellow judges, for your insights and comments. A gentle reminder that we have allocated 7 minutes for the whole Q&A session with your judges. Thank you.